Thank you, Chair, and thank you for appearing again. I don't know if this was asked before, but is Florence moving?
Yes.
How long has she been moving?
She's been moving in a more predictable fashion since July, and total length of 1.6 metres, and we're now achieving kilometres. That was true a year ago. We're now achieving the rates we need to achieve the target date of December 28.
How far has it drilled since July?
I'd have to come back to you on that specific.
Okay. Can I ask about maintenance on the tunnel boring machines? I understand a cutting head inspection must be performed every 6 to 8 metres, stopping every 2 metres for concrete behind. Is that a fair statement of the normal operation of a TBM?
The way the TBM advances is that it excavates a 2 metre length, and the concrete segments that form the tunnel lining are then placed into the circumference of the tunnel. And that takes about 40 minutes, typically. So in that 40-minute period, someone will inspect the cutter head to make sure that they can then do the next 2 metres. Periodically, we stop it for longer and do maintenance and replace some parts. So,
as I understand it, weekends are normally used for the inspections on the cutter head?
Snowy 2 is a 24/7 operation, so it happens as it occurs. So if it was a Wednesday evening and we had to do some maintenance, that's when we would do it.
How long has it been 24 hours?
Since the start of construction.
Since the start? Okay,
yeah.
Thank you. Is it true that the cutting wheels were not replaced at the correct time sometime in the last few months, and that the tunnel is, as a result, being built to 11.4 metre width?
Well, the tunnel...
I think the specification is 11.5.
I don't remember the exact figures, but the tunnel boring machine does construct a circumference which is over 11 metres, and then there is grout and a concrete segment that brings the interior of the tunnel to just under 10 metres.
So, what are the specifications on the drilled before you put the lining? Is it 11.5 or 11.4?
Oh, it's just over 11, I think, is the number. Yeah.
Just over 11?
But we can come back on notice, but it's over 11, and then the internal circumference is under 10, because...
I would have thought they'd be very important and specs.
Well, they are very important specs, but I'm not keep every number in my head.
No, I understand that, but that would be fundamental to the project, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they are fundamental, and we have an international design joint venture of Tractebel and Lombarda, who have signed off these as specifications that will last 150 years.
Is there anyone in the room who knows what the designed cutting diameter is? 11.5, 11.4?
No.
No one?
No, but we can provide you that information on notice.
So, as I understand it, the cutting width spec is 11.5, and that because the cutting wheels were not replaced at the correct time, the tunnel, as a result, is 11.4, which caused Florence to get wedged on a bend. Is that correct?
I mean, that's not because of the design characteristics. There was a period in May when we hit very hard rock as we were going round a bend, and that hard rock wore down the edge cutters quite dramatically. I think that happened, I'll get these dates wrong, but it happened on a Thursday. We were public on the Friday with that information, and on the Monday we had a specialist crew on site who used high-spec water blasting to relieve that pressure. Florence has now moved forward and is on the straight, so it doesn't have any corners to deal with.
So for clarity, you're saying that Florence never cut a width of less than 11.5. I just said that the spec was 11.5, and the reason it became stuck on a bend was not because the tunnel was being cut to a lesser width, 11.5, as a result of overextending the life of the cutting wheels to speed up excavation.
No.
Okay. Could you please provide the maintenance log on notice of inspections and replacement of the cutting wheels on Florence for the last 2 years, please?
Probably. I'm not sure what that would help the Minister with, the Senator with.
We'll
Take
take
it on
that on
notice?
notice
Yeah.
if we
Thank
can
you.
and see whether that's something that we can sensibly
Swinging
provide.
quickly to Kurri. What is the completion date of the Kurri gas pipeline? I understand the power station will have to burn diesel until the gas pipeline is completed. Is that correct?
The current schedule is for the gas infrastructure to be complete by the 10th of March.
10th of March next year.
Yeah.
Where's the gas coming from, and how secure is your supply over the time frames of 10 years and 25 years?
So we rely on a gas portfolio drawing on the national gas grid. We have a range of contracts. Sometimes we access the wholesale market on the day. We announced earlier this year that we'd entered into a gas storage arrangement in Western Victoria. So I think the simple answer is that it's a portfolio approach.
So what does the storage facility in Victoria, who owns that?
It's owned by a company called Lockhart Energy.
Above ground storage?
It's underground storage. The Iona gas storage facility, I think, is the name of the facility.
So it's rock, it's not lined?
No, it's an old geological storage cavern.
The Newcastle Herald reported on the Albanese government commitment of $700 million on top of the current $950 million construction cost to allow the plant to run on a blend of hydrogen and gas. How far advanced is the hydrogen component at Kurri?
We have now had confirmation from Mitsubishi Heavy Industries that with some modification we can run to 30% hydrogen.
Sorry?
We can run at 30% hydrogen.
How far advanced is the hydrogen component of the Kurri plant?
Well, we've proven technically with our equipment provider, and with some modification, which we have not yet committed to, that would enable us to run 30% hydrogen.
Any idea of the completion date?
We're not currently executing that project.
So where's the hydrogen? You're not executing the project on hydrogen?
No, we know it is technically capable.
So that's the only that's the end of it for now.
For us, for now, yes.
Where would the gas come from? Mitsubishi.
Mitsubishi are the turbine manufacturer. A question of hydrogen supply we haven't assessed.
Any idea at all? Because hydrogen is very expensive to produce, as I understand it.
Yeah, we haven't assessed that.
Haven't assessed the cost?
No.
Okay. Thank you so much, Chair. Thank you.
Any more